Hey everyone, this is Brett Endy's the Dog Savant, dogtrainingla.com. So I have another Q&A, and this one is from Nathan S. And his question is, how do I teach my dog to come when called? Good question, and that is very important for your dog to know how to do. It could be a lifesaver, and it also is the real test to see if your dog is obedient. If your dog's willing to listen to you in a situation where a recall is needed, chances are they're willing to listen to you at lesser times. So here's the rub, here's the key. A lot of dogs do not know how to listen at lesser times. So when someone calls me and asks, or tells me they want their dog to be trained to come when called because they're having a problem, my first response is, how well does your dog listen on a short leash? Does your dog sit and hold that implied sit for a certain duration of time? Can you walk away and create space? Because these are all scaffolding, exercises. These are all the foundations of what's going to be needed for a dog to do something like a recall when they're 100 plus feet from you, driven to be running in another direction, chasing after an animal or going to see another dog. They're running into a street, you say a command, they have to just stop in their tracks. And I've always said these commands have to be developed like you're running an app on the phone, that once they hear it, their mind clicks into it, like you press the Facebook phone, app on your phone, or I just press record to record this on my iPhone, and it stays in that mode until I decide to disengage it. And that's how commands should be trained, at least for your basic commands done in practical real life situations. So you need to create a foundation, even if it's around the house, just to start developing, building that muscle, getting your dog to focus, getting your dog to pay attention from more distance, to create exceptions. I always show in my videos, creating different angles, having your dog listen when they're not making eye contact, when you're not in the space, even doing recalls with a long leash so they can learn how to come proficiently over and over with reward, and they get, this conditioning where they feel that once they hear this command, the only thing that works is that. But again, you can't just jump right into the come or the recall with 2 feet. You need to work on your foundation, whether you like it or not. Some dogs are quicker to get to that place where you're off leash. Some dogs are just more inclined to listen naturally. It's just their wiring and the relationship they have with their owners. Most dogs can get where you need them to, and they have some great training tools to help your dog once you're evolving to the off leash if you're struggling with that. But really what I find is the key to why dogs don't listen, or they only listen conveniently or when they feel like it, is because there is not enough foundation where they're relying on the commands and they've mastered it in a lesser form. I always say, and I say it again, you cannot lift 100 pounds if you don't know how to lift 5. And focus, duration, distance, all of these components of a well-versed recall are going to be needed if you want your dog to listen proficiently. And then even the consistency. Don't start telling your dog to come if they're not there yet, because their brain is going to just chalk off when I hear that word. It's not always a follow-through where you can get some more of a Pavlov's dog response. So it's partially relationship, partially working on the foundation, and then just doing your training of these commands in real time where they're going to need to be applied. Hopefully that answers your question, Nathan, but keep working on your dog. Everyone's dog should know how to recall. And please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.